of the national rankings, but a very dangerous team that Coach Nate Oates' squad is taking on. We take a look now at the little things Bama needs to do offensively to get a win. They're presented by Chick-fil-A. Score big with the Chick-fil-A app this season. Your game day favorites are just a click away. Eat more chicken and roll Tide. Bryan, Passink, what do we got to do if Bama's going to eat up offensively in this one?
Well, Alabama's the number 3 rated offense in America in terms of efficiency, but didn't look like it against the Tennessee Volunteers. A combination of Tennessee's a really good defensive team, and Alabama was missing a good bit of firepower. We get some of that firepower back tonight in Aiden Holloway. Looking forward to him playing, hopefully playing well, and hopefully Aiden and these other Alabama guards will have success, because Missouri's pretty good defensively, but especially around the basket. Not so much on the perimeter. They're the worst three-point percentage defensive team in the SEC. Alabama wants to get up a lot of threes. They've been up and down in terms of percentage this year, but this is the type of team, if Bama takes care of the ball, which they have consistently throughout the year, and moves the ball, get the ball inside with dribble drives, kickouts to open shooters. Hopefully Alabama can get hot from deep against the Tigers.
That's what we got to do offensively. We'll talk about the keys to victory on defense, presented by Ford, when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri-Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri-Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide basketball.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide.
Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Bryan, Passink, what are the keys offensively for Bama to get, defensively for the Tide to get a victory here this evening?
Well, it starts with defending one of the best big men in the SEC in Mark Mitchell, 6'9", 230, lit Bama up last year in Columbia, had 31 in that game. Can do it inside and out. Only about a 30% three-point shooter, but has the ability to get going from deep, the mid-range, but does a great job of finishing around the basket. Bama's got to do a good job against him, and they surround him with perimeter shooting. 4 guys on this Missouri roster shoot over 40% from the three-point line. They're pretty efficient with the three. They don't take nearly as many as Alabama, but when they do, they typically make them. Alabama has to be locked in on the defensive end.
Crimson Tide and the Missouri Tigers. Mizzou making its way back out on the floor. Bama will shortly when we come back. Starting lineups and the tip for the Tide and Mizzou here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This has been the Ford Pregame Show. Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Crimson Tide Basketball is also brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Get ready. The Alabama Crimson Tide hit the court next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryan Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
At Alabama, you know what it takes to be the best. You don't win it all year after year by being a copycat. You do it by setting the standard, by being the original. And that's exactly what Guthrie's is, the original. The original chicken finger restaurant that started a Golden Fried dynasty. So keep the Golden Fried game day tradition alive with a gut box loaded with chicken fingers and that signature sauce. It's a winning combination every single time. Guthrie's, the original chicken finger restaurant.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Roll Tide. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through February 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Here we go. It's time for Alabama Crimson Tide basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
To the trailer. 3. Bottom. Tie game. 75 all. He'll rise. He'll fire. He'll make a 3.
Crimson Tide basketball is brought to you by Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant, and a proud partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit rolltide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and win big this season. Conecuh Sausage, the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide. Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. And by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer.
For the win! Ball game! Ball game! Ball game! Bama wins!
Now, turn it up. It's game time. Here's the voice of the Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
Perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem performed prior to the start of the introduction of our starting lineups for this evening between Alabama and Missouri. Let's send it down to public address announcer Tony Giles.
Here are the starting lineups. First, our visitors from Columbia, Missouri, the Tigers of the University of Missouri. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 5, T.O. Barrett. At center, a 7-foot senior from Dayton, Ohio, number 15, Sean Phillips Jr. At guard, a 6'4" graduate from Perth, Australia, number 17, Jaden Stone. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Kansas City, Kansas, number 25, Mark Mitchell. And at forward, a 6'8" graduate from Hilliard, Florida, number 35, Jacob Cruz. Missouri's assistant coaches are Ryan Charbel, Matt Klein, Steve Wright, and Dickie Nutt. Kyle Smith-Peters is the associate head coach, and the Tigers head coach is Dennis Gates.
Fans, tonight's West Shore home warrior of the game goes to Captain Rex Adams. Captain Adams has been with Tuscaloosa Fire and Rescue for 31 years and has held the rank of captain for the last 13. Captain Adams is assigned to Fire Station 12, which is also responsible for the emergency response for the Tuscaloosa National Airport. Thank you, Captain Adams, for your dedicated service, and thank you to West Shore Home for your support of Alabama basketball. In just a matter of seconds, Tony will take back over with the introduction of the Alabama starters. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Welcome to the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Now please stand and deliver a rolling time for Alabama's starting 5. And four, a 6'11" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 22, Aiden Sherrill. At center, a 7-foot senior from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Number 14, Charles Pediaco. At guard, a 6'3" graduate from Omaha, Nebraska. Number 3, Latrell Reitzel Jr. At guard, a 6'1" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Number 2, Aiden Holloway. And at guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Mobile, Alabama. Number 0, LeBaron Philon Jr. The assistant coaches are Preston Murphy, Bryan Adams, and Chris Fleming. And Alabama's head coach is Nate Oates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alabama basketball.
And before we get started, want to acknowledge the passing of one of our favorite people in the history of Alabama football. Never played it down for the Crimson Tide. Never officiated an actual game of Alabama's. But for more than 60 years, Eddie Conyers was a football practice official and the verbal punching bag of Coach Nick Saban for a good bit of his tenure as well. But a man who loved to laugh and make others do the same. Eddie Conyers passing away today at the age of 97. Our condolences to Eddie's family and friends, which so many of us honored to consider ourselves among them. Eddie Conyers passing away at the age of 97 earlier today. Bryan, Passink, it's an important game. It may not have the marquee value in the eyes of many that other games have been and others will be, including Saturday at Florida. But, man, this is important for this Alabama team and their SEC championship hopes, even though there's a ton of basketball still to be played.
Yeah, and especially considering Alabama's already dropped a couple of home games in SEC play. This is a Missouri team that is a lot like Texas, very capable of beating some of the better teams in this league. Alabama, even with the injury situation, despite the conference record, still one of the better teams, one of the top teams in the SEC. These are the games that you have to bounce back and win. Alabama's not fully healthy, but a little healthier than we were Saturday. Hopefully, Aiden Holloway being back will help get Bama back on the winning track.
Mizzou wearing the road black, Bama the home white. Crimson lettering, of course, for the Crimson Tide. White lettering in numerals with gold trim around it for Mizzou. As our lead official for today's game, Bart Lennox steps between the two big men, and the tap is controlled in the backcourt to our right by the Tigers, and Mizzou will bring it ahead with T.O. Barrett handing things off. Now they work it onto the right wing and get it back to Barrett again, finally between the circles. Barrett playing off of a screen, drives to the right elbow, now stops left, gives it off onto the right side, and Mitchell back to Barrett, who will drive against Holloway, shoots a tough fall-away jumper, no good. Weak side rebound cleared by Reitzel, ahead now to Holloway. Aiden, who missed the last game due to a left wrist injury, goes to his right here, a bounce pass, a good one, going to Sherrill. He flips it back outside to Philon with a shot clock at 14. LeBaron working to the top of the arc. Goes left, flips it over to Sherrill. Step back three, too strong. Long rebound, though. Goes to Reitzel. Around we go to Holloway. Steps right, shoots a three. Welcome back. Aiden Holloway buries the bank first three, the first bucket of the game for the Crimson Tide, or either side, actually.
Alabama should get good looks against this Missouri defense. Couple open looks from three to start.
Tigers work it right side to Mitchell. He'll drive into the lane, puts it up with that left hand, rolls off, no good. Rebounded Bediako, hands it off to Reitzel. Latrell brings it into the front court, goes to his right, had it knocked away, and now taking it will be Missouri. Bama's got to hustle back. Tigers get it left side to Stone. Now to Barrett, cutting the basket. He'll kick it onto the right wing. The fall-away three, no good by Cruz. Rebound claimed by Bediako, played through some contact. Gives it off to Holloway, and Aiden will push it ahead. 3-0 Bama, 18-18 to go first quarter. Another three, Sherrill knocks it home again. Aiden Sherrill, a couple of bank first threes for the Tide. Holloway the first, Sherrill with the second, and it's 6-0 Tide.
Aiden Sherrill's got a bunch of starts in his sophomore season, but his first start at the forward position, Alabama going with the Twin Towers.
Top of the circle, pivoting is Cruz. Bounce pass right side to Barrett. Barrett, a leaner in the paint, up and good for the first 2 of the game for Missouri. T.O. Barrett getting it to go as Bama runs the other way. Holloway cut off, and now will size things up. Hands it to Bediako, gives it back to Holloway. Aiden whips a pass over to Sherrill. Steps into a 3, knocks down another one. Check it, he had a toe on the line, but a deep jumper there, a good one from Sherrill. He's made 2, and it's an 8-2 Bama advantage.
And one of the reasons you could play Aiden Sherrill and Charles Bediako together is Sherrill, at almost 7 feet tall, has the ability to stretch the defense, knocking down a couple of deep ones.
Tigers drive it left side with Cruz. Flips it over to Phillips. Back left side now to Stone, working his way on the block. Tough fall away jumper, no good. Put back attempt, no good. Mizzou gets a 3rd try and then finally laid in with Sean Phillips Jr. 8-4 Bama. Here's Holloway driving, and they're going to call him for a walk, I believe, or a travel. Yep, it is a travel. Walk and travel are the same thing, Chris. But I thought initially they may call a tie-up actually for a second, but instead it was indeed a walk. And so the turnover gives it to Missouri. Bediako will check out, and Alabama will get Taylor Bowen in the game, and that will have Sherrill sliding back to play the 5.
Nice defense by Jaden Stone. Got maybe a piece of that as a result was a travel.
Stone with a basketball, right side to Barrett. Barrett will dump it into the post to Phillips. Spins, shoots with the left hand, and scores over Sherrill to make it an 8-6 ball game. Bama's lead cut down to 2. Here's Philon the other way. Playing off of a screen, gets into the paint. LeBaron, tough, teardrop, got it to drop.
Did a good job of not taking it one dribble too many. Was able to pull up, knock down the floater before the 7-footer came over.
Barrett, tough drive into the lane. The jump stop off 2 feet, got the layup to go. And it's back to a 10-8 contest. Bama up by a bucket with 16:05 to go here in the opening half. Philon, hesitation move at the elbow, kicks it out to Reitzel. Near side, Bowen. Spot up 3, short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Nope, saved by Missouri. And here come the Tigers the other way. Mizzou looking to tie it or take the lead. They throw it into the low post. It almost threw it into the basket, but it hit off the back iron. Bama runs the other way. Holloway off the window, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, and a great effort on the part of Taylor Bowen, forcing the tie-up with Mark Mitchell. Possession arrow will favor Alabama when we come back to Tuscaloosa, as does the score. It's 10-8 here in the early going between Alabama and Missouri. Good guys on top on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barclaygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Ked Plasma. Thank you to Ked Plasma for all your support of the Crimson Tide. Bama's up 2, 10-8. 15:38 to go in Coleman. First half against Mizzou. Keep up with everything, Alabama. We're the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. Download it now for free at the App Store and Google Play. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink. We are up top. Down below the Bama bench is Roger Hoover.
Thank you so much, Tom. And right now, the message is about defense. Of course, you hear me talk about that a lot all throughout these huddle reports that I'll do throughout tonight's broadcast. But Nate Oates pointing out that Alabama got 3 stops to begin this game, and then afterwards, not the kind of effort he wanted to see. So turning it up is going to be important because Bryan, as Alabama showed to start the game, can get stops against this Missouri team, but it's got to continue to be successful and have a larger lead.
Yeah, since that nice start defensively for Alabama, it's been 3 straight made field goals for the Missouri Tigers, and all of them have been at point-blank range, off the dribble, offensive rebound putback, and that is something that Nate Oates has challenged his team and felt like it's one of the reasons they weren't able to beat Tennessee on Saturday is even though they have injuries, this team can be much better defensively and rebounding the ball. Nice early start, but since then, Missouri getting into a rhythm.
Bama throws it inbounds quickly to Bediako, who's immediately fouled by the Tigers. They're going to whistle that one, I think, on Nicholas Randall, who had just checked into the game and very quickly picks up his first personal. And that'll be team foul number 1 as well. In fact, that's the first foul call of the night thus far. Bart Lennox, Jeb Hartness, Keith Kimball, our 3-man crew. And the first free throw up and good for Bediako.
Alabama's had success coming out of timeouts, getting good looks off their underneath out of bounds. Had a dunk in the same situation on Saturday night against Tennessee with Charles Bediako. The easy dunk this time goes to the line and converts.
He had 3 out of 4 the other night against Tennessee at the stripe. He hits both of them here. Missouri, though, drives to the other end and immediately scores. Barrett has gotten to the rim 3 times early on and has helped the Tigers stay within 2. 12-10, Bama with the ball in the lead. Holloway gives it off to Houston Millett, who has checked in for the Tide. Now to Bull Bowen on the left wing. He'll drive into the lane, stops, finds Bediako off the window. It didn't stay down, and the rebound's controlled by Mizzou. Good look, but wouldn't go after a good pass. And now the Tigers try a deep 3 and bury it. A deep one there from Jaden Stone, and Mizzou has its first lead at 13-12. Reitzel. Now around they go to Bull Bowen, who misses a 3 in the far corner. No good, and the rebound controlled by the Tigers. Missouri bringing it ahead with Stone. He'll try the off-balance 3. He was trying to draw a whistle, didn't get that, didn't get any net either on that air ball attempt. And here comes Bull Bowen the other way for Bama to Bediako directing traffic, giving it off now to Holloway. Aiden driving to his left. Stopping, spinning, firing outside to Reitzel. Luttrell off the screen from Bull Bowen, and they're going to call a foul on Missouri. That will be on Stone, and that will be Stone's first personal and team foul number 2 on the Tigers.
Missouri continues to get good looks. We talked about the 3-point shooting that surrounds their big man, Mark Mitchell. 4 guys that shoot 40+%. Can't allow the Tigers to get hot from deep, and Alabama has cooled off. 0 for their last 4, but getting good looks. Talked about this Missouri defense. Good on the interior, but they give up some open looks at the 3-point line. Alabama 2 for 5 from deep. All 5 have been open.
London Jemison checks into the game for Alabama, joining Bull Bowen, Philon, Sherrill, and Millett as the 5 on the floor for the Crimson Tide. Bama inbounding at side court near the Missouri bench. It was a half-court set for Alabama as it goes to Millett and now to Philon. Got bumped, lost it, got it back. Goes to his left, gets to the elbow, now gets to the baseline before throwing it back outside to Sherrill. 6 on the shot clock. Aiden dribbles to his right, hands it off to Jemison. Now flips it over to Philon at 1, puts up the 3, no good. Tipped off the window and controlled by Missouri. Outlet pass goes to Anthony Robinson II, who leaves it for the trailer, Mitchell. To the right wing they go with Stone. Stone calling for a screen, gets one from Mitchell. He will fire it back onto the right wing to Trent Pierce. Now right block, they go to Mitchell, who will drive, shoots it with the left hand, way short. Rebound tipped and picked up by Jemison. Flips it ahead to Millett, who goes to his left. Nearly threw it away, but thankfully tipped and controlled by Philon. Back to Millett, deep 3, short, and the rebound controlled by Missouri.
That was an ugly possession from the start. Almost turned it over a couple of times. Ended up with an open look. Not able to convert. And Alabama now 0 for their last 6.
13-12, Missouri leading Alabama as the Tigers work it into the paint. Shot up and off the window and in for Anthony Robinson. He's got a couple of buckets, and it's a three-point Missouri advantage. They've made 5 of their last 7, while, as Bryan told you, Bama's 0 for its last 6. As they threw a lob there, did Bama, and it was batted away from Sherrill, but he was fouled in the process.
And all of Missouri's looks, for the most part, with the exception of a couple of threes, have been at point-blank range. Their ability to get downhill in the lane, they've got good size at the guard position. They've been able to get past the initial defender, get to the rim, and convert.
Sherrill misses the first free throw attempt. So we'll have another try upcoming for Big Aiden. Sherrill in conference play, an 83% free throw shooter coming in. And true to form, hits the second after missing the first. 62% overall for the year, but he has done well in conference play from the stripe. Driving now is Barrett, puts it up off the window too strong. Rebound to Millett, and he'll bring it himself the other way. Throws it ahead to Philon. Nice catch to Reitzel, near side. Jemison, 3, no good. Rebound tip twice, in and out of the hands of Millett, picked up by Barrett for Missouri. Here come the Tigers the other way with Robinson. Cut off by Philon, flips it to the left wing. Pierce, the 3, no good. Rebound control by Missouri. Spinning on the baseline was Phillips. Throws it back out to Barrett, and they'll get a reset as they look towards the bench and their head coach, Dennis Gates. Robinson with it, left side. Shot clock down to 3. He'll try a deep 3, and they're going to call a foul on Philon as Robinson sold that one rather nicely, but I believe Philon did get him a little bit on the arm.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much contact, and LeBaron Philon not in great position, and if you get a slight tap on the elbow against a three-point shooter, they're usually going to call it. That was the case, a mistake by Philon. And Alabama, one of the best offensive teams in the country, number 3 in American offensive efficiency, but still has a lot of droughts within the game, and right now is one of those. No field goals in over 4 minutes. You mentioned Bama 0 for their last 7.
First free throw by Robinson of 3. Like the three-point shot, did not hit the iron. The second one was closer, but it was the front rim.
If he keeps adjusting, this one's going in.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this were at the fair, he paid another quarter. He was going to make this one and have a chance at a stuffed animal. And he does.
He figured it out. Air ball, front rim, and nothing but net.
Tell you what I'm going to do. He finally got that one to drop. And it's a 16-13 Missouri advantage as they get 1 of 3 on that trip from the charity stripe. Here's Bama with Reitzel top of the arc. Trying to drive, gets cut off. Dishes far side, Philon. LeBaron will drive to the elbow. Again, a defender stops his progress. Philon now stepping back for 3, bottom. Boy, got rhythm and looked really good, knocking home that bank first three-pointer.
Was able to step back. He's worked so hard on that shot. Not a great offensive possession, not a lot of movement. Ball kind of sticking, but you could knock down a shot, makes that possession look much better than it probably was.
Tied at 16. We're due a media timeout on the next dead ball as we're at 11:15 and moving. Driving in the paint, Mayweather. His runner is no good, and the rebound controlled again by Millett. Houston had a big game on the glass the other night against Tennessee, and off to a good start here as Millett will give it off to Sherrill, who had it poked away, but it goes right to Philon. LeBaron plays off the screen. He's held, no whistle. Jemison, corner 3, bottom.
Good to see London Jemison finally knock down a 3. A better shooter than he's shown the last several games, and Alabama continuing to get some open looks from deep and knocking down a few.
Jemison, a 33% three-point shooter on the year. Helps those numbers as he knocks it home. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 10:52 to go in the opening half. 19-16. Bama a three-point edge over Missouri when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Lear Field.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry-reported total sales.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bama's up 3 in the first half over Mizzou, 19-16, 10:52 to play in the half. The Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education is a proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Learn more at children.alabama.gov. Down to the Bama bench now, and Roger Hoover.
Yeah, some really good things offensively being highlighted by the coaching staff. Defensively, still looking for that energy and effort in one specific way, trying to get more deflections in this ballgame. Only one deflection that Alabama's coaching staff has charted so far in this ballgame. So, Bryan, as you know, that's a huge part of the game in order to kickstart some of that transition offense Alabama likes to run. Look for deflections coming up because that's important.
Well, that would be great to see. It's not something Alabama has done much of this year. A team that has been up and down on the defensive end, but doesn't get a lot of steals, not a lot of deflections. Interesting that that is talk of the huddle. Makes me think that's probably been a point of emphasis in practice the last couple of days, because with the way Alabama wants to get out and run, if they can create some turnovers, that's good news for a lot of reasons, but will get your offense jump-started quickly if you can turn defense into offense.
Crimson Tide will break its huddle around head coach Nate Oates with Charles Bediako, Tater Bowen, LeBaron Philon, Aiden Holloway, and Latrell Reitzel Jr. as the five on the floor for Alabama. 19-16, Crimson Tide with the lead. T.O. Barrett giving it off, and now they'll throw it into the low post, and that was an off-balance shot from Trent Pierce, but they called a foul on that attempt. Latrell Reitzel Jr., the guy that was victimized by a nice play coming out of the timeout, getting the mismatch they wanted size-wise there in the low post, and they're able to draw the foul and earn 2 shots.
One of the reasons Nate Oates went with a different-looking starting lineup, and we've seen a bunch of different lineups to start games. Most of the changes have been because of injuries, but this is because of the size of Missouri, starting Aiden Sherrill at 6'11", Charles Bediako at 7 feet, but the size of Missouri paid off on that possession as Latrell Reitzel tried to make a defensive play and gets called for the push-off.
Pierce hits 2. He's 8 of 11 for the year in conference play, as now driving baseline will be Reitzel. Gives it off to Bowen, who hands it now to Philon. Back into the paint, Bowen. Little floater is up, no good. Tip follow wouldn't go for Bediako, but he got fouled, and Charles will go to the line to shoot a pair.
That's a good look from Taylor Bowen. Went back door, and before the 7-footer on Missouri's team came over, able to get up, soft floater, and Charles Bediako almost had the putback, and he'll go back to the line for 2.
2 shots for Bediako, as the big fella will try to give the Tide a 2-point advantage. Hits the first. Latrell Reitzel checks out, and London Jemison comes in to replace him for the Crimson Tide. Bediako's second attempt is good. I tell you what, he's made 4 in this ball game. He made 3 out of 4 the other night against Tennessee from the stripe. That's an area we've seen improvement from the last time he wore a Bama uniform 2 seasons ago. Here comes Missouri, working it to the near wing, Barrett. Barrett looking low, nothing available to them, so he'll feed it back outside. Trying to shake free is Robinson, had it poked away, but it goes right to Pierce. He'll try a deep 3. That's off the back iron, no good. And a rebounding foul is going to be whistled on Missouri.
It's a great defensive possession by Alabama. Forced a difficult desperation late shot clock 3. All 5 guys blocking out, an area of emphasis in the Alabama practices as this team has to get better on the defensive backboard. Smallest man on the court, Aiden Holloway, did a great job blocking out and forces Missouri to foul.
Robinson picking up that foul as Philon has it, top of the arc, trying to shake free. Feeds it over to Bull Bowen on the left wing. Bull Bowen picks it up, gives it back to Philon. He will drive into the paint. He'll stop, he'll spin, he'll shoot with the left hand, he'll miss. Rebound fought for. Bediako, the first to the floor, forcing a tie-up, and the arrow is going to favor Missouri. Great hustle, though, by Charles. That's a long way to go from on his feet to the deck, but he was able to get there and force a jump ball situation.
Yeah, great effort. Went up high to try to get it. Comes down low. And like the look by LeBaron Philon, able to get in the lane, and a shot he could knock down in traffic. And Missouri's size may have changed it a little bit. They end up with the ball.
Front court with a dribble is Barrett. Goes with a bounce pass, right elbow to Pierce. Throws it into the low post. Spinning, shooting, and missing with the right hand was Phillips, and the rebound cleared by the Crimson Tide of Alabama. The double dribble is going to be called on Taylor Bull Bowen, who was ready to make a pass and picked it up, or actually touched it with 2 hands, same as picking it up, but did not get the ball up the floor the way Nate Oates wanted. A turnover gives it back to Missouri.
Has the ability to put it on the deck and take it himself. Just made a mistake. Good play by Missouri. He recognized that the Tigers were going to jump the passing lane.
Pierce near side 3, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Bediako. Outlet pass going to Holloway, now to Reitzel. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound tipped and off the fingertips of Bediako, out of bounds, and possession will go back to Missouri again. It's still 21-18 Alabama with 8:58 to go in this first half. Bediako exits and Sherrill comes in to replace him. Bama, 2 of its last 12. Mizzou 0 for its last 6, and in fact just 1 of its last 9 are the Tigers, with no field goals in the last 4+ minutes. Mizzou with it, handing it off to Barrett. He'll work inside the arc, works into paint. Floater, no good. Rebounded Bull Bowen. Nothing but white jerseys in the paint there as Holloway gets it to Jemison. He'll drive and dish. Holloway, top of the arc, deep 3, too strong. And the long rebound run down by Bull Bowen, and he wisely throws it off the Tiger. It goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Bama with 8:27 to go in this first half.
Great effort by Taylor Bull Bowen. Made the mistake in transition a couple possessions ago, but this time runs down the loose ball. That was going to be Missouri's basketball, and I think the Tigers assumed it was going to be theirs, didn't go after it hard. Taylor Bull Bowen did, and the result, Alabama retains possession.
Houston Millette into the game along with Aiden Sherrill, Aiden Holloway, London Jemison, and Latrell Reitzel Jr. Holloway in the paint, stopping at the elbow, now spinning, flipping near corner. Reitzel, 3 off the mark, rebound tip twice, and run down to the corner by Millette. Great hustle on the wing. He gives it now to Holloway, driving down the lane, high, scooping shot off the window, wouldn't go. It's tipped out of control by Missouri.
What a beautiful move by Aiden Holloway. Thought that one was going to go down. Alabama's had several of those gone in and out.
Deep 3 rattles in for Jaden Stone of Missouri, and just like that, we are tied up at 21, but Bama runs the other way. Millette leaving it for Holloway, tries to shake free from a defender, goes to his left, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Reitzel for 3, bottom. A bank first 3 from Latrell Reitzel Jr., and Bama leads it 24-21. Tigers with it, top of the arc. Barrett Handing it off to Mitchell, who hadn't had a ton of touches. He'll get it into the paint, he'll spin, and he got fouled as Jemison was collapsing to help out. He could put on the brakes, ran into him, and it brings us to another media timeout. 7:22 to go in the first half. 24-21, Alabama leading Missouri in a tight one here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big tried-and-true advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to large agricultural equipment, they've got serious game. Plus, the tried-and-true Tri-Green team is always there when you need an assist. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Back at Coleman Coliseum, 7:22 to go in the first half. Bama leads Mizzou 24-21. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at colesandcoles.com. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink. We are at the broadcast perch down below. We have Roger Hoover.
Yeah, and right now the main word in the huddle is intensity for the Crimson Tide. Speaking mostly about the defensive end of the floor, Coach Adams did a nice job using the iPad, which SEC teams can use, showing some of the recent plays that Missouri has scored on and kind of teaching moments for this team on the defensive end of the floor. But needing to see more intensity will be important as Alabama continues to play offensively pretty well, up 24-21. Bryan, getting stops is right now the main thing being talked about in this huddle.
Yeah, and Alabama's done a great job of it as of late, holding Missouri to 1 for their last 8, and fortunately Bama's not gotten it going offensively right about where Missouri is, just 1 for their last 7. But I like the quality of shots that Alabama's getting. There's been a couple that have gone in and out. Aiden Holloway with a nice start, drove the lane, not able to convert, but did a nice job of getting inside the defense and kicking it out to open shooters. Alabama, as we talked about, should get some open looks from the three-point line in this game. Already made 5 for 14 for the Tide from deep, and a lot of those looks have been open. One of the areas that this Missouri defense has struggled. They're big on the inside, but struggled defending the 3. Alabama has gotten good looks. Haven't shot probably the percentage that Nate Oates would like, but continue to get open looks like Latrell Reitzel had on that last possession. He finally knocks one down. If good shooters get good looks, they're eventually going to fall, hopefully. That continues for the Tide.
Both free throws missed by Missouri, and Mark Mitchell, who is still scoreless in this ball game after having 31 last year against the Tide. Here's Bama the other way. Top of the arc, Sherrell driving the lane, lays it up and in with the left hand. He is so smooth and under control for a guy that size.
Yeah, under control is the key. Pump fake at the three-point line, got Mark Mitchell in the air and exploded to the basket and then took his time, got his footwork right and able to finish.
Bama leading it by 5. 6 has been the biggest lead in this first half. Inside, Mitchell muscles his way in and wills his way to his first bucket of the opening half. 6:42 and ticking, time left before intermission. 26-23 Bama, near corner, Jemison 3, bottom. That's 2 for him. Bank first threes for Jemison. Coming in, a pair of them now for the freshman, and Bama leads it by 6.
Shooting it with confidence, it helps when they're wide open. LeBaron Philon able to set him up.
Barrett with it, driving the lane, the guard spinning. Tried to dump it off and threw it right to Latrell Reitzel. He'll weave his way through traffic. Kicks it left wing. Philon lets a defender fly by. Can't get the 3 to go, and the rebound is controlled by Pierce of Missouri.
Wide open look. LeBaron Philon pump faked. Was wide open. The defender flew by him, just not able to convert from the wing.
Jaden Stone with it now for Mizzou. Trying to shake free from Reitzel. His pass intended for Barrett was deflected out of bounds by Philon. Good hands there. Knocking it out of bounds with 5:52 to go in the first half. 14 seconds left on the shot clock this possession. And the Tigers will use the dead ball situation to get Sean Phillips Jr. back in. And they'll get T.O. Barrett out. Bama also making a substitution. Here comes Taylor Bowen checking in, and the freshman London Jemison will sit back down. And Oates pleased with the effort and execution of Jemison, going with a bigger defender this trip down the floor. Here's Missouri with it. It's Mitchell getting his way to the baseline, kicks it back out to Robinson, drives, dishes back to Mitchell. He'll dump it into the low post to Phillips. Phillips back out, and Missouri, like myself, lost track of the shot clock. Didn't get it off in time, and that's great defense by Nate Oates, Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and that's the disadvantage of not having a team full of guards. You've got your 6'9", 6'10", former center, now power forward, throwing it in to your 7-foot center. Neither of those guys ever looked at the shot clock. Nice job defensively by Bama.
Here comes Reitzel, bring it ahead for the Crimson Tide. 5.5 minutes to go before intermission as Reitzel has it, right of the circle, fakes the three, steps to the top of the arc, bottom. Knocks home another bank first three. The Tide cooking from beyond the arc. 7 of 17 now from three-point range in this opening half, and their biggest lead now at 9 points. Top of the arc with it is Stone. He'll go to his left. He'll get to the block. He'll get cut off by Millett. He'll go up and under, throws up an air ball. It's batted around and claimed by Bowen, but credit Millett on that last defensive stand. The lob to the big fella who throws it home. Bediako on the receiving end of a great pass from Philon. Another timeout called by Missouri.
Alabama was struggling on the offensive end, but the last few minutes have gone the way of the Tide. A 13-2 run in about 2.5 minutes. Nice job defensively by Charles Bediako. He runs the floor and gets rewarded with a throwdown.
Crimson Tide looking so good right now, and that's why Dennis Gates had to get the timeout. Bryan, they're only 2 of their last 10, but Bama, an 8-0 run in less than 2 minutes. This squad so explosive, they can pull away, as we've seen here, from a Missouri team pretty quickly. That's a Tiger squad that can't afford to try to play that style of game with the Tide.
Yeah, and Alabama's had at least 2, I think, 3-minute scoring droughts or field goal droughts in this game, but still 34 points with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. You see the explosiveness of this team, and when they can turn defense into offense like they did on that last possession, Charles Bediako either got the block or changed the shot. That started the Bama fast break. LeBaron Philon drew the defense. Charles Bediako, the 7-footer, runs the floor, goes up high, throws it down, and Alabama looking much better on both ends.
Tigers will bring it ahead with Bama up 11 and 4:49 to go in the opening half. Robinson kicks it out of bounds. Great defense by LeBaron Philon, but you had Robinson took his eye off of it, and then he had a word or two for LeBaron right in front of the Bama bench. I don't know what kind of student Anthony Robinson is, but he's not good at math, because he did not look up and see how heavily he was outnumbered for him to start barking right there.
I'm not sure he started the barking.
May not have. But that's good math on LeBaron's part then.
Well, I'm not sure it was LeBaron. It was Alabama's bench.
Maybe so.
Letting him hear it.
Inside, it's Taylor Bowen on the backdoor cut. The assist from Latrell Reitzel Jr., and the Tide's got it up to 13.
And the athleticism by Taylor Bowen. Bowen hung in the air, went from the right side to the left side, made it look easy.
Robinson tries the three, misses it. Weak side rebound, Stone, but as he came down, he was on the baseline, and that'll be a Missouri turnover. So the Tide, a 10-0 run now in the last 2:45 plus. Bowen to Philon. Calling for a screen, gets it from Bediako, but goes to Bowen. Back to Philon. Splitting defenders, lost the handle. Turnover by LeBaron. That's his first of the game, and it's a 13-point lead, but the Tigers will hustle the other way. Driving is Robinson. Step back jumper short. Rebound to Millett. He'll try to start the break. Mizzou slows him down. Here comes Houston looking to his left. Phylon fires a pass in the corner. Bolboin for three. Missed that one, and the rebound claimed by Mitchell for Mizzou.
Alabama continues to get wide open looks. Taylor Bolboin took his time. Nobody was near him, just not able to convert.
Tigers going inside, jump hook, up and out, and back in again for Sean Phillips. The lefty able to get it to drop, and it's down to an 11-point game. Bama trying to build on the momentum. Millett. Oh, that one was halfway down and rimmed out. Thought he had it there. Instead, Missouri clears the miss and comes the other way with Mitchell. He'll throw it up to the rim, and throwing it down will be Phillips. So back-to-back buckets for Mizzou, and Nate Oates says, let's push it. We want to keep the tempo going.
LeBaron Phylon looking over at the Bama coaches. Alabama doesn't want to walk it up, but they did right there.
Reitzel against the extended perimeter D for Missouri. Phylon trying to shake free, does off the screen, lets one go and knocks it down. An 8-bank first three on 20 attempts for Alabama. The Tide 40% from the arc, and it's a 39-27 lead with 2:07 to go in the half.
Alabama continues to get the looks they want from deep. They've missed some wide open ones. That one fairly well defended, but LeBaron Phylon got in a rhythm, knocked it down.
Robinson had it poked away, and then Bama gets fouled by Missouri. Timeout on the floor. 1:55 to go before intermission. It's 39-27. Bama, the 12-point lead. Here at Coleman on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Kia Kit Plasma. Thank you to Kit Plasma for your support of the Crimson Tide. 1:55 to go in the first half. Bama leads it by 12, 39-27. Stay with us at the half for the Toyota Halftime Report with first half stats, scores from around the SEC, and a quick chat with Bama coach Nate Oates. Presented by Cook's Pest Control, conducted by Roger Hoover.
Yeah, right now the mood really good in this Alabama huddle after that last stretch, building up a 12-point lead with less than 2 minutes to go before halftime. Coach Adams talking about the help on defense was where it needed to be for Alabama during that last stretch. So Alabama able to help each other on defense. Nate Oates praising the fact, Ryan, that we've seen some deflections. Again, an important part of this Crimson Tide defense. Got it a little more this last stretch.
Well, Alabama's doing a great job defensively, slowing down this Missouri team. And Mark Mitchell, one of the best players in the SEC, just 1 for 4. He only has 2 points, and Alabama getting out and running and starting to knock down some shots. 8 made threes so far in this game for Alabama. We talked about it before the game, feeling like this Alabama team was going to get the looks they wanted from deep. They have, and they're starting to knock some down.
Crimson Tide enjoying a 13 of 30 performance from the field, 8 of 20 from 3, and have made 5 out of 6 from the charity stripe. Turned it over 4 times, though, but however, they have forced 6 Missouri turnovers during that stretch. The 10 assists. So great to see Bryan Bama really sharing the ball well.
Getting past the defender, moving the defense, and finding open teammates.
Phylon dishes it near wing to Holloway, back to Phylon. He'll get to the elbow, kicks it to Jemison. One more, Millette. 3, no good, and the rebound controlled by Missouri.
It's a good example of making the extra pass, even though it doesn't end in a made 3. That's great ball movement, unselfish on the offensive end by Bama.
Tigers with the ball at the timeline, now onto the right wing. They get it to Barrett. Barrett will flip it over left side to Stone. He'll let it go from deep, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Aiden Sherrill. Hands it off to Millette, and Houston will bring it ahead. Millette looking left, gives it off to Sherrill. Lets a defender and a teammate go by, gives it to Phylon. Back to Sherrill, who dribbles to his right a couple of times. Hands it off to Holloway. Little Aiden kicking it over to Phylon for 3. Bottom. Bama ripping the nets from deep. Another bank first three-pointer. The 9th on 21 tries now. Under a minute to go in the half, and Bama leads it by 15.
And Aiden Holloway has only made 1 3, but already 4 assists. Beautiful pass to LeBaron.
Tigers working inside, and a late and 1 call there on Aiden Sherrill as Martin Mitchell got the backdoor look, the slam, and will go to the line to try and convert the 3-point opportunity.
Good look from T.O. Barrett inside. Aiden Sherrill came over late, was initially trying to help, probably should have stayed with this man, the best player for Missouri. Got loose, little tap on the head, probably the right call, and Mitchell will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Mitchell, the lefty, misses badly, and so bad that it's a long rebound. Run down by Mizzou, and a holding foul is whistled on Charles Bediako. 5 team fouls on the Tide. That, look, I know you got to box out, but at the same time, bad caroms can make it tough to get to. Inbounded by Mizzou. Inside they go to Barrett. He spins and then flips it back outside to Mitchell. Mitchell nearly fell, but throws it to his right. Sebastian Mack into the game, couldn't get it to go. And a rebounding foul is going to be called again on the Crimson Tide. And Nate Oates ain't real happy with his team, nor the whistle. Back to back on Bediako, and Charles is not very pleased at the moment.
And goodness, they called that a shooting foul, just a 16th foul.
With that shot, we'll take it. Ooh, man, Sean Phillips looked like he was spinning a globe.
Yeah, based on that miss, I would block out right here.
You and I might want to duck. And we were right. It caroms off. It comes all the way to Phylon, and Missouri no points on that trip despite numerous opportunities. Would be great to go to the half up 15 or more. It's up 13 now. Bama's going to hold it for the final shot. Phylon with 10. At 8 now, Phylon off the screen. Lets it fly from 3. That one's no good. Missouri will try to hurry. 3 seconds, 2. They let it go from midcourt at the buzzer, and it's no good. And the half ends with a 13-point Alabama advantage, 42-29. Roger Hoover catching up with the Alabama head coach in just a moment. Now he's got
Coach, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, some offensive struggles early, but our focus tonight's just been on getting stops. I thought we really turned it up midway through the first half. We were able to run off our stops, get some easy buckets. That's what we got to just turn our focus to. Stops, runs, playing in the flow and offense off our stops. So I thought it was pretty good. And we got to do a better job on the glass. They got 2 of them there late. Charles got to do a better job on the defensive glass for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Roger. Thank you also to Cook's Pest Control, which brings us Nate Oates at the half. Give pests the full court press. Call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. 42-29, Bama leading Missouri by 13 at the break. Stay with us. We've got your halftime coverage coming up from here in Tuscaloosa on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life.
one of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through February 2nd, 2026. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
When the deals drop at Kohl's, you feel it. You see up to 50% off end-of-season must-haves, plus up to 85% off clearance favorites. And suddenly, your whole world narrows to one thought. Must shop now. Your to-do list gone. Your dinner plans forgotten. It's just you and your cart gliding through the store. Yeah, Kohl's deals will do that to a person. Save in-store and online now. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Crimson Tide Basketball is brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Barclay Buick GMC, where Barclay makes it easy. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit RollTide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. The Soup Store, the best place in town to get all your Alabama gear. And by Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Report. Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Halftime at Coleman Coliseum. It's Alabama 42 and Missouri 29. Roger Hoover, glad to welcome you back to the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore SEToyota.com today and take advantage of the deals on our full line of vehicles. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Crimson Tide in front 42-29 against Missouri. Essentially ended the first half on a 21-8 run. Top scorer at the break for the Crimson Tide, LeBaron Feinlon with 11 points, 8 points by Aiden Sherrill, 6 each for London Jemison and Charles Bediaco, as well as Latrell Reitzel Jr. 3 points in 11 minutes for Aiden Holloway, and then 2 points for Taylor Bowen. Meanwhile, for Mizzou, Phillips leads the way with 8 points so far. Sean Phillips Jr. with 8 points to be Missouri's top scorer in the first half. Once again, our score at halftime in Tuscaloosa, it is Alabama 42, Missouri 29. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is the Toyota Halftime Report, and this is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Chevron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Chevron, fueled by possibility.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime in Tuscaloosa. It's Alabama 42 and Missouri at 29. Time for a scoreboard update presented by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Crimson Tide. Only 3 games in the SEC tonight, and one of them going down to the wire in Norman, Oklahoma. 15th-ranked Arkansas at the moment, trailing 79-77 at Oklahoma with only 1:15 to play. Coming up in just 6 minutes, they'll tip off in Nashville between the Kentucky Wildcats and the 18th-ranked Vanderbilt Commodores. Kentucky 5-2 in the SEC. Meanwhile, Vanderbilt 4-3. Here we've got Alabama in front, 42-29 over Missouri at halftime. We'll be back with more of the Toyota Halftime Report next. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Did you know that at Chevron, you can fuel up on unbeatable mileage and savings? With Chevron Rewards, you'll get 25 cents off per gallon on your next 5 visits. All you have to do is download the Chevron app and join to start saving on fuel. Then you can keep fueling up on other things like adventure, memories, vacations, daycations, quality time, and so many other possibilities. Head to your nearest Chevron station to fuel up and get rewarded today. Terms apply. See ChevronTexcoRewards.com for more details.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
6:42 and ticking. Time left before intermission. 26-23 Bama. Near corner. Jemison 3. Bottom. That's 2 for him. Coming in, a pair of them now for the freshman, and Bama leads it by 6.
Bama now leads Mizzou 42-29 at the half. Halftime stats, shooting percentage, Bama 42% overall. 39 from bank first, 3 land, 5 of 6 from the foul line. For Mizzou, 39% overall. 29 outside the arc, 3 of 10 from the stripe. Team rebounding, Bama leads at 21-20. Turnovers, Bama with 4, Tigers with 6. Again at the half, Bama leads Mizzou 42-29. That does it for the Toyota halftime report. Second half's coming right up. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Basketball at Alabama means one thing: time to dunk. And we're not just talking about on the court. At Fusakli's, we're dunking our hand-battered chicken fingers straight into our house-made sauces and washing it down with our fresh squeezed lemonade. Whether you're heading to Coleman Coliseum or watching from home, make Fusakli's your pregame stop. Hot, fresh, and made to order, just the way Tide fans like it. Fusakli's, proud partner of the Crimson Tide.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryan Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is more than fast and more than signs. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore Toyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. The second half is just moments away. Roll Tide.
Back at Coleman, Bama up on Mizzou 42-29 at the half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. What's to look for in the second half is presented by Citgo. Bold past, bright future. BP next 20.
Yeah, Alabama's got to continue to do the job defensively that we saw the first 20 minutes, especially on Mark Mitchell. Mitchell just 1 for 4 points. He had 31 last year against Alabama. A big reason why Alabama's up double digits is the job that they did on Mitchell, and also 3-point shooting. We thought that Alabama would have some open looks from deep. They've had them, and they've knocked them down already. 9 made threes in this game for Alabama. Only had 6 the entire game on Saturday against Tennessee.
Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink, Tom Stipe, Roger Hoover, and studio engineer Jerry Kelly. We are glad to have you with us for now second half coverage of Alabama basketball against the Missouri Tigers. Bama 42-29 lead at intermission. And the Tide will have possession first to begin half number 2. Same 5 that started the game will start the second half for Alabama. Philon, Bediako, Sherrill, Holloway, and Reitzel. Philon with it between the circles. Goes left, stops, throws it over to Sherrill, right wing. He gives it off to Philon. Back into the paint. Sherrill hesitates, gets fouled on his way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Again, the patience, the comfortability that Aiden Sherrill has inside is really fun to watch this year.
Yeah, he's really developed in so many ways. We know what he's done defensively, one of the best shot blockers in the country, but offensively, the patience, the poise, the high basketball IQ on display here tonight. Beautiful pass from LeBaron Philon, but the reason he's at the free throw line is he took his time, got his feet set, got fouled, went to the line and converted.
Free throws good, and Alabama enjoys now a 15-point lead, matching their biggest of the ball game. The Tigers will try to get Mitchell going. He's in the paint. He kicks it out to Barrett for 3, and he knocks it down. T.O. Barrett was able to score at the rim a good bit in the first half, but now he is starting to get something going from the outside as the foul's going to be called on Missouri. Jacob Cruz trying to keep Aiden Holloway from driving to the bucket from the right wing.
Not a great start for Alabama in their first defensive possession. T.O. Barrett was wide open, stepped in to a wide open 3, knocks it down.
Reitzel will inbound it out high to Philon. LeBaron playing off the screen from Sherrill. Goes down the lane, looks, gives it off to Bediako on the left block. Charles spinning beautifully, goes up, layup wouldn't fall, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think it was Mitchell who just kept bumping him, and instead of trying to bang with him, Bediako just spun right by him. Almost got a hook there, but a nice move to the bucket, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, so close to an and-one opportunity. Beautiful spin move. Able to take the contact, went off the glass, but a little strong with it, and he continues to have success at the line.
Hits another one. He's 5 for 5 in the ball game. He's got 7 points to go with his 4 rebounds and a steal in this one. And he hits 2 more. And it's 46-32 Bama, 1 minute in to the second half here at Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa. Crimson Tide in Missouri, an important game for both sides. Both with 3 losses, Missouri 4 wins, Bama 3-3 at the moment. 2 games out of first in the league. Texas A&M leading everybody by a game. They try a lob. Bediako deflected it, but it goes into the hands of Mitchell. Kicks it near side to Barrett. His 3 is good again.
And that's 2 step-in wide-open 3s for T.O. Barrett, the first 2 offensive possessions for Missouri.
Bama the other way with Philon. Playing off the screen from Bediako. LeBaron gives it to Chuck, who pivots. Goes to his left, a couple of dribbles, and a nice pass to Reitzel. Latrell to Philon, around to Holloway, now to Sherrill. He'll drive and hand it off to Reitzel for 3, short, and the rebound's controlled weak side by Missouri.
Beautiful offensive possession by Alabama, not able to knock the shot down, but unselfish.
Tigers miss a 3 inside, but they'll have a chance for an and 1 as Mitchell came crashing in, got the putback off the window, and got fouled by Reitzel just a little bit late getting there on the box out.
Talked about Alabama's ball movement. That was really good ball movement by Missouri. Alabama not able to get their block out assignments as a result of the ball movement. And the Tigers counting by 3s here to start the second half. Couple made 3s and 1 opportunity for Mark Mitchell.
Sherrill's going to check out for the Crimson Tide. Nate Oates wanted to see a better job on the glass. Bediako rebounds that missed and 1 opportunity for the Tigers as Reitzel almost walked. Thankfully under control. Philon for 3, too strong. Rebound by Reitzel. Latrell left alone. His attempt is good. Another bank first 3 for the Crimson Tide. Alabama is now 10 of 26 for 39% from beyond the arc. Tigers driving. Barrett sweeping layup attempt, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Reitzel. Latrell starts it ahead for Bama to Philon. LeBaron looking near side. Boboing for 3. Short, and the rebound controlled by Missouri.
Alabama's already made 10 threes, 10 for 27, but they have almost all been wide open. Another wide open look from Taylor Balboa, not able to convert.
He pokes it away on defense, though. Bama the other way. It'll be Holloway. Deep three, too strong, and the rebound controlled by Missouri. Here come the Tigers the other way. Front court with it is Stone. Stone hesitates, goes down the lane, saw Bediako wisely backed up. Couldn't get the jumper to go from 15, and the rebound's controlled by Bolbowen. Hands it off to Holloway, who brings it front court. Aiden off the screen from Chuck. Throws the lob, and Bediako throws it home.
What a beautiful pass from Aiden Holloway. Missed the three on the 2-on-1 on the previous possession. This time, another assist. Aiden Holloway with 5 assists on the night.
Pass could have been more perfect for the 7-footer Bediako, as now Cruz has it. Gets it inside Mitchell, spinning, goes for the right hand, and got it to go off the glass. Drew the foul from Taylor Bolbowen, and that'll send him back to the line for another and-one opportunity. That will be the first on Taylor Bolbowen. But Mitchell, who played a lot of the first half without scoring, now has 8 points for the game and a chance to get it tonight if he can convert the and-one. But he is 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Bediako will exit, and Noah Williamson will come in to replace him for Alabama, as Trent Burns has come in for Mizzou. Burns is a 7'5", 260-pound second-year player out of Cypress, Texas. Another missed free throw for Mitchell, 0 for 5, and Bama will come the other way, up a dozen with 16:10 to go. Holloway with it out high. Aiden picks up the dribble, swings it over to Reitzel. Fakes the three, drives into the paint. Stops, looks, throws it over to Bolbowen. He'll drive to the baseline. Skip pass, Williamson, all alone three. No good. Rebound, though, Philon, and he's going to be fouled. Good hustle by Philon, getting to the weak side. He was the only guy there, got fouled, and he will help Alabama maintain possession when we come back. 51-39 is our score. Alabama leading it here at Coleman with 15:52 to play. Missouri taking on Alabama on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Baumhauer's Victory Grill has always been proud to serve fresh-only ingredients in their recipes. Some of the key ingredients to these recipes are legendary sauces. Baumhauer's is excited to announce that these famous sauces are now available in grocery stores throughout Alabama. So, the next time you shop in your favorite grocery store, ask for Baumhauer's legendary sauces. If they do not carry them, just ask the manager to request them in their store. Baumhauer's is saucing up Alabama with their legendary sauces now in grocery stores.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Ked Plasma. Thank you to Ked Plasma for your support of Crimson Tide basketball. The aforementioned up 12, 51-39, 15:52 to go in the ball game at Coleman over Mizzou. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that is a winning combination. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola right now. Roger Hoover on the Bama bench.
Yeah, once again, good energy coming out of halftime for the Crimson Tide. Again, playing better out of halftime has been a point of emphasis for this team the entire season, even going back to November. But Nate Oates praising right now the effort and the energy he's seen from the Crimson Tide. Certainly a positive step in the right direction on how to approach the start of the second half, Bryan.
Yeah, Alabama has struggled coming out of halftime, and the numbers aren't great here the first few minutes after the break. Missouri shooting close to 60% from the field, 67% from three, and Alabama getting good looks as they have all night, but just 2 for 7 since halftime, 1 for 6 from deep.
Nate Oates, always dapper on the Bama bench, but the rest of the coaching staff going old school and dressing up tonight. It's Suits and Sneakers night. Along with the National Association of Basketball Coaches, it's Coaches versus Cancer. Suits and Sneakers evening, bringing awareness to the fight against cancer as Bama's Houston Millette tried to kick it into the corner to his big man Noah Williamson, who had already cut towards the basket and could not bring that one in. A little miscommunication right there, and the turnover gives it back to Missouri. 51-39 Bama. Again, 15:30 left to play in the ball game. Tigers work it to the far side, and Robinson. He'll try to drive, taken away though by Williamson, and then a foul that the Tigers get away with. Here now is Bowen to the rack. It would go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
It ended up working out, but that was right in front of the official. Nice play by Noah Williamson. Got the steal, got fouled, and Alabama almost ended up with another three-point play opportunity. It's been a little bit of a struggle for Alabama shooting the ball since halftime, but Taylor Bowen, aggressive play, took it to the rim, and he'll go to the line for two.
Got hacked on the head by Burns. As Bowen hits the first of two. Alabama now 10 of 11 from the free throw line. The Tigers are only 3 of 12 from the stripe.
Mentioned Mark Mitchell, 0 for 5 from the free throw line. He's not a bad free throw shooter, just under 70%, but
he's hiding it well tonight.
Alabama's free throw defense against Mark Mitchell has been outstanding.
Bowen's second attempt is up and good. So he's got them both, and Bama leads it by 14. Here comes Robinson front court for Mizzou, with Holloway defending him tightly. Far side, they'll give it off to Sebastian Mack, who hasn't played much of this one. Now it's Mitchell going down the lane. They're going to call a foul on Bama and Taylor Bowen. Nate Oates wanting a 3-second violation on the 7-footer for the Tigers in Phillips.
I appreciate him asking for it. Is that still a rule? When's the last time?
It's still a rule. It just ain't called.
It is rarely called. It's got to be about 10 seconds in the lane, and that may have been the case for Nate Oates to be asking for it. My prediction, Mark Mitchell makes 2. He makes both.
There you go. Well,
happy to be wrong.
You say make or shoot.
He's definitely got this one.
He hit it off the front iron. And the student section
awesome.
keeping up with it for him. And he finally makes one, ending the 0 for 6.
I would chant 1 for 7. The next time he goes to the line, that's not a whole lot better.
Pretty good from Crimson Chaos, as Holloway's 3 was blocked, or was it? He says it was tipped, but it was apparently an air ball, and up 13. Bama turns it over to Missouri. 14:44 and ticking. Time left here in the second half from Tuscaloosa. T.O. Barrett stopping at the elbow, kicking it outside. They throw a bullet pass inside to Phillips, who fires it to the right wing. The 3 is up, no good, but the tip follow from Phillips is good. Terrell has not had his best game defensively for the Crimson Tide, but in fairness, this is one of the bigger and better matchups he's faced, as Holloway makes a beautiful move in the paint, lays it up off the window, put Bama up 13 again. Mack on the other end, misses the runner. Rebound claimed by Millette, throws it ahead. Holloway lays it up. That should have been basket interference. It wasn't called. Everybody but the guys in stripes saw it. Inside now, it'll be Mitchell laying it up with the right hand. No, but the flush is good for 2 by Missouri. That's a 4-point swing that was poorly called on both ends, it appeared, in live action. Philon driving to the rim, couldn't get it to go. It's batted around and saved by Millette. Again, a timeout. My son Parker wanted me to ask Houston on the radio show last night if it's true that he leads America in timeouts called while in midair. And he
yes,
was mad at me that I didn't get that question asked, but we are getting it on the air, P-Man. 55-44 when we come back. 13:38 to play. Bama up 11 over Missouri here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide.
Don't let pests invade your home this season. Give them the full court press by calling Cook's Pest Control. The experts at Cook's deliver a full lineup of pest control, from termites to mosquitoes, all year long. Trust the South's most trusted name in pest control for over 90 years to protect your home court. Make the winning play and call Cook's today.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Bama's up 11. 13:38 to go in the ball game. Bama and Mizzou at Coleman Coliseum. When you want the best steak in Alabama, go to Big Mike's Steakhouse. Visit online at bigmikesteakhouse.com for a location near you. You're always close to a Big Mike's, the location where Roger Hoover may be found, right next to the Bama bench, right?
Absolutely, and right now in the huddle, they're talking about getting back on defense. Obviously important as Alabama tries to keep Missouri right now where it stands at 44. Would love to get closer to that or stay under 50 by the next media timeout. That was a point of emphasis for this staff, along with continuing to talk on offense and make winning plays. Nate Oates emphasizes that this really is the time to make a run in this basketball game. So that's something he's continuing to stress to his Crimson Tide team, trying to build Bryan on an 11-point lead.
Yeah, and Missouri just kind of hanging around, making plays, attacking the offensive glass, and Alabama, another struggle coming out of halftime, 3 for 11 since the break, 27%, just 1 for 7 from the three-point line. Missouri hanging around, a couple questionable calls. The goaltending called, not called against Alabama, ended up being a 4-point swing, and Missouri right there, down 11 with a chance to make a run. I agree, it's an important time for Alabama to create a little separation. Alabama's been comfortably ahead for a long time, but hasn't pulled away. In Missouri, a veteran team, they've got guys that can get on a roll on the offensive end, and Alabama needs to get going on both ends.
Bama inbounds it to Bo Bowen. His dunk attempt no good. Rebound fought for, and a tie-up is going to be called, and Nate Oates is upset twofold. That Bo Bowen didn't finish, but he also thought there was contact, and that played a part in it.
And he also had Aiden Terrell and Taylor Bowen both going after the ball. You love the aggressiveness, but I think they tied each other up on that one, giving the ball to Missouri.
They have. Bo Bowen deflected it into the backcourt where Missouri runs it down. Barrett at the elbow stops, looks, flips it outside to Pierce. Pierce back over to Barrett. A deep three. It's no good. Rebounding foul's going to be whistled on Missouri. They'll get Sebastian Mack for that one, as we will see Bo Bowen check out and London Jemison check in for the Crimson Tide, the freshman from Bloomfield, Connecticut. Crimson Tide bringing it ahead, up 11, 55-44. Reitzel, three, bottom. Latrell Reitzel Jr., the 11th bank first three of the game for Alabama on 31 attempts.
It was just 1 for 7 from deep since halftime.
Barrett driving into the lane, tried to dump it off, knocked away, stolen by Holloway. Great defense by Aiden as he'll weave his way through traffic. Stopping, he'll back it out beyond the arc. Surveying the floor, he'll go left, he'll go right, he'll go left again. He'll stop, he'll spin, he'll flip it to Reitzel. Luttrell shake and bake move down the lane. Left-handed layup is no good. It hung on the rim and fell off. And here come the Tigers the other way with Pierce. He'll hand it off to Mack.
That's a great looking move by Luttrell Reitzel. Just knocked down the three with the left hand over Mark Mitchell. Just couldn't get the roll.
Missouri the ball, but Bama the 14-point lead. Mitchell trying to work against Reitzel. Goes to his left, gets into the paint, spins, shoots, misses. Rebounded by Holloway. Aiden throws it over. Reitzel, three, bottom. Great to see Luttrell heat up, and timeout called by Dennis Gates in Mizzou. Timeout on the floor, 11:50 to go. It's all Bama at the moment, 61-44. Biggest lead of the game for the Crimson Tide when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
The lead stands at 17, 61 for Bama, 44 Mizzou, 11:50 to go in the ball game. Bama fans, be sure and catch Hey Coach in the Nate Oates Show, presented by Alpha Insurance, live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa. That is Monday nights from 6 to 7 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Maybe Roger Hoover will even show up.
I'd like an invite. Thank you. We will look forward to seeing more of this effort from the Crimson Tide coming up, as we saw a great response, according to the coaches, especially on the defensive end of the floor, compared to how the half began. And then one player that's really been highlighted has been Luttrell Reitzel Jr. As Nate Oates sat down to start his spiel to the Crimson Tide, he mentioned the effort that he's seeing from Luttrell Reitzel Jr. And Bryan, what a difference it makes having him on both ends of the floor, healthy and good to go.
Yeah, it was great having him back Saturday against Tennessee. Got off to a great start after missing a couple of weeks with injury. Had 11 points in the first half, just 3 in the second, but he's had a complete game here in this one. 15 points, 5 for 9 from the field, all 5 of those makes have been from the 3-point line, and great to have Aiden Holloway back as well. He's been banged up throughout the year, missed the Tennessee game, could have used him, as Alabama only made 6 threes in that game, already 12 in this one. And Holloway hasn't gotten hot from the 3-point line, but he's been unselfish, finding open teammates, leading the way with 7 assists for the Tide. Alabama's moved the ball well, played unselfishly, and right now Alabama has 14 assists on 19 made field goals.
They're reviewing something at the moment. We'll find out in a moment, hopefully, what it is. But it's under review, brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. I think the next voice you'll hear is Bart Lennox.
After the review, Alabama has been charged a 30-second timeout for an appeal. Play will continue where we left off.
I do wonder this. Why would you charge a team a timeout when we're in a timeout? And I get that that's the rule, but I don't get why that would be a rule.
Well, if you appeal, that's I guess the punishment.
Got you. Whether there is a stoppage in play or not.
And Mark Lennox did explain that very well.
Well, in fairness, it might be good to get the crayons out for me if I'm going to get an explanation on something that I can comprehend. 61-44, Bama with a lead with 11:47 and ticking. Time left. Alabama trying to get to 4-3 in the league and drop the Tigers to 4-4 as that one is knocked out of bounds. And possession will stay with Missouri. They'll inbound it from the baseline.
Nice defense by Luttrell. Knocked the ball out of bounds. He's gotten hot, knocking down a couple threes the last few possessions.
Cruz trying to back his way down, feeds it over to Stone. Stone on the wing, throws it low post. Ball's batted away and knocked out of bounds. Bediako touched it last as he was battling Sean Phillips Jr. of Mizzou.
Another nice game for Charles Bediako. Double digits once again, 10 points and 5 boards.
Tigers with 3 on the shot clock, miss it. Rebound initially by Millette, does so from his backside, saving it for Phylon. Here comes Bama, up 17. LeBaron on the drive, gets downhill to the window and missed the layup.
He did the hard part. He got to his spot. What a move to get there, and then misses a layup.
And then Reitzel steals it back for Bama. Luttrell leaving it for Millette. Houston back to Luttrell, thought about a 3, now gives it off Phylon. One more to Jemison, back to Phylon. Around to Millette, fittingly, Reitzel for 3, bottom. It's where it all started.
That's a thing of beauty. Such good ball movement by Alabama. We just talked about how unselfish this team was. And several extra passes and another made 3 for Bama.
On the drive, Robinson goes down the lane and able to lay it up. Boy, that's a great job of body control there just to get the shot off as he had to work against Bediako. 64-46, Alabama with the lead with 10:15 to go. Reitzel giving it off left side, Phylon. LeBaron to Bediako. He'll drive down the lane, lays it up and got it to go. The big fella looking to the bench, saying, how about that? As Charles is able to lay it off the glass and give Alabama a 20-point lead.
We've seen both Alabama big men, Aiden Sherrill and Charles Bediako, put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Tigers working to the free throw line. Phillips. He'll try to drive against Bediako. Walk, no whistle. Loses the handle and Phylon picks it up. He'll fire it ahead to Millette. Houston on the drive. Swings it to Reitzel. One more time. Bottom. Red, smoking, hot. Luttrell Reitzel. Timeout, Missouri. That's the last for Dennis Gates. 69-46 with 9:24 to go. And Alabama trying to run away with this one with nearly 10 minutes left. You know, it wasn't just the number of passes, but the location of them, Bryan, on that that previous sequence, I should say, where it started with Reitzel, went all the way to the other end of the floor and came back to him. The final feed from Millette was a bounce pass, but it was right on the money as he got it in shooting position and never hesitated to let it fly.
Well, Alabama's an unselfish team, and when healthy, I think the best backcourt in America. They're still not healthy with Amari Allen out, but great to have Luttrell Reitzel back. He's missed a couple of weeks, came back against Tennessee and struggled in the second half. Looked good the first 20 minutes, but he has been so good on both ends throughout this one. 7 for 10 from the three-point line. Alabama, as a team, 14 made threes in this game after a night of struggling from deep against the Tennessee perimeter defense. Only 6 made threes against Tennessee. Luttrell Reitzel himself has made 7 in this game, and Bama able to get some stops, get out in transition. We thought before the game that Alabama would get a bunch of open looks against this Missouri defense. They have, and they've been able to convert.
Missouri, not exactly fiery coming off the bench. Jemison, Bediako, Reitzel, Millette, Phylon, the 5 on the floor for Nate Oates' Crimson Tide. Bama's going to try to keep a little pressure up, at least on the inbounds play. Tigers do get it inbounds. And now they'll bring it up with Honor Boateng seeing his first action. Boateng gets into the paint, hesitates, stripped by Millett, taken away by Houston. He'll bring it ahead as Bediako is slow to get up. Jemison for three, no good, and the rebound controlled by Mizzou, and a stoppage in play as Charles Bediako hit the deck, and he is walking gingerly towards the Bama bench. And I don't know if he slipped and landed awkwardly or if he was hit, but he is walking a bit gingerly towards the bench, and Clark Coulter says, I know I couldn't get an off night. There are a few grins on the Bama bench, so apparently it is a type of injury that Clark simply can't help him with. 9 minutes to go. 69-46, Bama, Missouri with the basketball. Near side, they work it to Boateng. He'll get into the lane, try to throw a lob. The tap got wedged. Trent Burns had that one stick between the backboard and the rim. And the arrow favors the Crimson Tide, as does the scoreboard. Holloway will come in. And Millett sits down. So it's Holloway, Philon, Reitzel, Sherrill, and London Jemison, the five on the floor for Alabama. Here's Philon taking it right side. Gives it back to Sherrill, top of the arc. Hands it off to Reitzel. Latrell will drive, gives it back to Aiden. Great move, couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Again, made sure he was under control.
Another nice pass. This one won't result in an assist, but Alabama's ball movement, unselfishness has been on display in this one. Something that Nate Oates talked about after the Tennessee game. Didn't like the way that the ball stuck. It is not stuck in this one. Alabama has done a great job of moving the ball, finding open teammates, and knocking down shots.
Sherrill has missed two. That's all that Bama as a team has missed on 13 attempts. But he gets that one to go through perfectly. 1 of 2 for Aiden, who's got 11 points in the ball game. Couple of blocked shots and a rebound in this one. (70-46) Bama. 8:27 to go. Here come the Tigers, bringing it front court. T.O. Barrett. Driving, stopping, shooting a tough contested jumper, and missing it was Stone, but the tap in was good by Missouri. I couldn't tell who got it for the Tigers, but Bama comes the other way. Sherrill tried to throw it down, but missed. Here comes Mizzou the other way, and a foul's going to be whistled on the Crimson Tide as T.O. Barrett will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the aggressiveness, Aiden Sherrill tries to throw it down, not able to convert, and the missed dunk started the Missouri fast break. Almost an and one opportunity for T.O. Barrett. Alabama able to get the foul and at least force a couple of free throws.
Barrett misses the first, which has been a common theme tonight for Missouri. They are just 4 of 15 from the free throw line for 27%. Bama's 12 of 14. He does hit one. And it's 70-49 Bama with 7:55 to go. Philon dribbles to his right, then goes left, gets into the lane, lost it, got it back, gives it to Reitzel. Latrell driving, slip, takes it away from a Missouri Tiger. Inside, Sherrill will put it up, couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled, and he'll have 2 shots when we come back. 7:40 to play. It's getting a little sloppy, but we love the score. 70-49. Alabama with the lead on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Bama leads up to 21, 70-49 over Mizzou at Coleman. 7:40 to go in the ball game. The best move of the game is presented by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Bryan Passink has our best move of the game.
Well, the best move has been the unselfish play and great passing of Alabama. You haven't seen as many individual great moves as much as just making the extra pass, making the easy play. Alabama has been able to move the ball, knocking down 14 threes, and Alabama 16 assists on their 22 field goals, led by Aiden Holloway. He's got 7 assists on the night.
And we'll go quickly to Roger Hoover.
Yeah, the ball movement being praised in the huddle right now, along with the defensive effort. Want to keep it going. And like we hear sometimes with a large lead like this for Alabama, approach this next 4-minute stretch as a 0-0 game. Really try and keep the intensity up, especially on the defensive end of the ball.
So the Crimson Tide will come out of the huddle with Aiden Sherrill at the line. My buddy Trent Richardson being recognized on television. Here he does a podcast with AJ McCarron. It's pretty good.
Did you get him those seats? It's pretty good seats.
You think I got that kind of pull? 71-49 is the score. Alabama with the lead. Make it 72-49 as Sherrill is able to hit them both. With 7:35 to go, Tide leading it by 23. On the drive is Mack, gets cut off by Sherrill. They work it around the horn, left of the circle to Barrett. Barrett flips it over to Mitchell. He'll try a 3 and miss it, and the rebound is cleared by TB squared. Taylor Bowen, who will bring it himself into the front court. Bounce pass to Holloway in the corner. He brings it to the wing. Holloway gives it down low to Sherrill, drives in, count it, and he's fouled. Again, the strength and the patience of Aiden Sherrill after the great feed from Aiden Holloway.
Aiden Sherrill's been really good in this game. 15 points, 4 for 6 from the field, doing a nice job defensively. NATO's probably won't love the rebounding numbers. Hasn't been dominant on the glass, but showed great strength right there.
15-point Bama, or excuse me, 26-point Bama lead with 7:03 and ticking now, the time left. Missouri looks like they would be fine with saying, we'll head to the airport. Mitchell handing it off to Barrett. He'll drive and dish, and Boateng was held, or at least that was the call. It's on Bowen. And the 15th foul on the Crimson Tide. Nicholas Randall coming in for the Tigers. Mack sits down along with Boateng. Barrett trying to get it in bounds and does into the paint to Randall. Pump fake, shot, missed, but caught and laid in for 2 by Cruz. 75-51 Bama with 6:37 to go on the drive. Phylon gets to the rim, count it, and he too is fouled. And one city for Alabama. We talk about the threes for the Crimson Tide. That's where a lot of their three-point baskets come from, in combination on a layup and then a free throw.
Nice move by LeBaron Phylon. Not his normal big scoring night, but hasn't needed it. 13 now, 14 points.
Free throw good. As the lead, its largest now of the night. It's 78-51. This thing was back and forth first 10-15 minutes. But it has been all Bama since late in the first half till now. Backdoor feed, a nice one from Barrett to Stone, who lays it in. Cutting it to 25 with 6:08 to go. Here is Holloway, flipping it back outside. Again, Sherrill. This time the three won't stay down, and the rebound's controlled by Stone of Mizzou. Ahead now to Barrett. Barrett directing traffic, going to his left, trying to go baseline, lost it, got it back. Picks up the dribble, throws it in the paint to Mitchell. He'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll score, but he's fouled, and that'll be an and one opportunity for Mark Mitchell.
Mark Mitchell's been pretty quiet in this game, but now into double digits with 11 points. 5 for 11 from the field. Had 31 against Alabama last year in Columbia. Focal point of this Alabama defense. And he's seen some different looks defensively. Alabama's done a nice job on it.
Charles Bediako back in the game, a good sight. As Mitchell bricks another one. Rebound batted around and controlled by Taylor Bolbo, and Mitchell 11 points, but only 1 of 8 from the free throw line.
And Taylor Bolbo picks up his 10th rebound of the game.
Phylon on the drive, throws the lob, and Bediako went up high to catch it and drop it in gently.
It wasn't a perfect pass, but Big Charles went up. Soft hands and throws it down.
14 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal for Bediako in 17 minutes as the three attempt for the Tigers and Randall is no good. Rebounded by Bama. The Tide gets it ahead. They throw it to Bediako, but Jemison, who has great respect for him, overestimated the big man's height.
It was the timing. He was gathering the jump, and the ball had already sailed past him.
That's true. Out of bounds and a turnover nonetheless, and Missouri comes the other way. Here come the Tigers as walking the tightrope of the baseline was Barrett. Trying to spin against Jemison, kicks it outside to Burns. His three is no good, and the rebounding foul is going to be whistled on Missouri's Jaden Stone. A push in the back, I believe, on Phylon. It'll send LeBaron to the stripe. A 1-and-1 upcoming for the Tide, as actually double bonus for the Tide, as that's 11 team fouls on Missouri. Bama's been called for 6. First one for LeBaron is up and good. 15 points for him. 3 of 7 from the arc. 5 of 12 from the field with 4 boards, 6 assists, and only 1 turnover in 29 minutes. He's also had 2 steals tonight. He hits a second free throw to make it 82-55. Alabama with 4.5 minutes to go. Stone going to his right, getting into the paint, stopping, spinning, shooting a fall away that's no good. Bediako up high to claim it. Here comes the Tide the other way now with Phylon. LeBaron down the center of the lane, puts up the runner, a little short, but he got fouled, and he'll go back to the line to shoot 2. Some of these little runners, I can't tell if they're trying to shoot a shot or throw a little lob pass for Charles to go get.
Well, that's by design. He wants to fool us, fool the defense, but that, I think, was a shot as he got fouled and gets back to the line. And I know that LeBaron has enjoyed playing with Charles Bediako with the lob threat. Such a good high pick and roll player. We saw it for a couple years in crimson and white. Great to have Charles back, and he and LeBaron look so good in those pick and rolls.
Bediako's night may be done as Noah Williamson comes in to replace him with 4:17 to go. 83-55 Bama. Free throw up and good for Phylon, who's 5 for 5 now for the game. It has 18 points. $29-point lead, Bama's biggest of the night. Tigers working at front court to our right. Robinson playing off a screen from Burns. Goes down the right side of the lane, had it stripped and stolen away by Holloway. Aiden will bring it ahead. Stops on the right wing, fires a pass to Phylon, who thought about a three. Instead, he'll drive. He'll get to the block, pump fake twice, kicks it out to Jemison. Still 15 on the shot clock as Millett has it now. Over to Phylon. LeBaron on the drive, had it stripped and stolen by Robinson. He'll come the other way. Robinson cut off, will kick it outside to Boateng, who misses the three, and a rebounding foul is going to be called on Millett. He and Cruz were battling underneath, and Houston will get whistled for the foul. One of the few things that have not gone Bama's way tonight. 3:31 to go, 84-55. Alabama comfortably in control when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Don't let pests invade your home this season. Give them the full court press by calling Cook's Pest Control. The experts at Cook's deliver a full lineup of pest control, from termites to mosquitoes, all year long. Trust the South's most trusted name in pest control for over 90 years to protect your home court. Make the winning play and call Cook's today.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Baumhauer's Victory Grill has always been proud to serve fresh-only ingredients in their recipes. Some of the key ingredients to these recipes are legendary sauces. Baumhauer's is excited to announce that these famous sauces are now available in grocery stores throughout Alabama. So, the next time you shop in your favorite grocery store, ask for Baumhauer's legendary sauces. If they do not carry them, just ask the manager to request them in their store. Baumhauer's is saucing up Alabama with their legendary sauces now in grocery stores.
3:31 to go in the ball game. Bama's up comfortably, 84-55 over Mizzou at Coleman Coliseum. Tonight's game is brought to you by Ked Plasma. Thank you to Ked Plasma for your support of the Crimson Tide. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan, Passink. We are up top. Be sure and stay tuned after the game for the Regions postgame show with Bama coach Nate Oates. Put an extra roll tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Go to regions.com/GoBama. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. The official sideline reporter is Roger Hoover.
A lot of praise right now in the Crimson Tide huddle, especially for the effort defensively. Nate Oates made a point to recognize all 5 players who have been on the floor and will be returning to the floor right now with what they've been able to do defensively, getting stops. Again, just a feel-good moment in the huddle for kind of everyone taking a deep breath, knowing that defensively they brought it in this ball game, and then the offense, Bryan, has been flowing like we expect to see from a Crimson Tide team.
Yeah, defense and offense, Alabama's done a great job of getting stops and getting out and running, knocking down threes, sharing the ball. This team has been so good, moving the ball, finding open teammates. And this Missouri team, good defensively on the interior. They struggled defending the three-point shot, and Alabama has been able to take advantage of it.
Front end of a 1-and-1 good by Jacob Cruz. Gets his 3rd point of the night. Just 1 of 5 from the field. Again, Missouri is just 7 of 19 from the free throw line. Those are the first, I think the first time They've made 2 in a row. 3.5 minutes to play. Bama on top comfortably, 84-57. Here is Reitzel front court for Alabama. Gives it off to Williamson. Noah will pivot and hand it off to Millette. Houston giving it back to Williamson, who dribbles to his right. Great backdoor feed. Jemison had his shot attempt blocked by Randall. And here come the Tigers the other way. On the drive is Mack. Floater in the lane is up and good. First time we've called Jalil Bethia's name tonight as he is into the top of the circle. Hands it off. No. Pivots. Now he'll give it off to Williamson, who hands it back to Bethia. Jalil splitting defenders, got fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot a couple of shots. Will not be an and one, even though he kept on playing through the contact, got the shot to fall, but that will not count. He will have 2 free throws upcoming, though, for the Tide. You know you're a pretty good roster when that guy's just getting in with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, former McDonald's All-American, top 10 player nationally. Coming out of high school, went to Miami, transfers in. He's been banged up at least earlier in the year. And when Alabama was down a couple guards, I thought started to get better, played well in Starkville, and just still a young player that's got to get better on the defensive end and hopefully earn more minutes.
1 of 2 for Bethia, and it's 84-59. He is locked in right now on Sebastian Mack. Mack feeding it over right side to Boateng, who got fouled on his way to the rim. Holloway got a little frustrated as he's called for his first foul. 8 assists tonight for 8, 5 points. A steal as the clinic continues to be put on by Mizzou at the free throw line. 7 of 20.
The what not to do clinic. Not that it would matter in this one. Alabama's been dominant, but Missouri has not helped themselves at the line.
Preston Murphy Jr. in the ball game for the Tide. Yes, the son of Alabama assistant coach Preston Murphy Sr. He's a Rhode Island native. Played at Northern Oklahoma College before transferring to Bama. He's a junior, 6'1", 180, and both free throws are missed again by the Tigers. 85-59 Bama. Murphy with it. Bounce pass over to Jemison. Murphy giving it off to Millette. Back to Murphy and now to Jemison. Driving the lane, dishing. Millette spotting up. 3, short. Rebound tipped and controlled by Mack of Mizzou. Look by Millette, just a little short. Top of the circle with it. Mack hesitates, gets into the paint, puts up the runner. No good. Rebounded by Millette. And the Tide will bring it ahead with 1:47 to go. Jemison leaving it for Murphy, who gets into the lane and kicks it out to Millette. Houston again for 3. Bottom.
Was 0 for 4 before that. Has had some open looks, finally knocks one down, had a great defense possession, forced a difficult shot.
And the assist from Preston Murphy on that one. So it's 88-59 Bama. Tigers with it. They'll try a 3. That one's going to be short. Rebound. Diving for it literally and sliding out of bounds was Houston Millette. He doesn't care that we're up 29 with 1:20 to go. He's getting after it. Millette will leave the game to the appreciation of head coach Nate Oates for his effort, as coming in to replace him will be Jacob Martin, the freshman from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 6'10", 225.
That's leadership by Houston Millette. Up 29, you haven't shot the ball well, haven't played your best game, but diving on the floor for a loose ball in this situation with just over 1 minute to play.
The lob pass finds Trent Burns, who gets it to go down, and it's 88-61. 1 minute to play. Murphy with the basketball, feeds it over to Bethia. Back to Murphy. He'll drive, he'll stop, and he got fouled, and Preston Murphy Jr. will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We got Preston Murphy Jr., we got Latrell Reitzel Jr., we got LeBaron Philon Jr. as well, as Murphy gets the free throw to go, and I believe that is his first collegiate point, if I'm not mistaken. Second one is up. Good touch on that one as well. Yep, first points for Preston in an Alabama uniform. 90-61 with 38 seconds to go. Missouri with the basketball. Mack dumping it off, and a strip and a foul is going to be called on Martin. Looked like a clean strip from Jacob initially, but not so according to Bart Lennox.
Really good defensive play by Jacob Barton. The strip looked pretty clean on the replay. That'll send Missouri back to the line, which has been a great place for the Tigers if you're a Bama fan.
Free throw missed by Nicholas Randall.
One of the great free throw defensive performances you'll ever see.
It's been phenomenal, but we got a little lax there and let him make one. 90-62, Bama with 30 seconds to go. Golly, Missouri 8 of 23. Bama 23 of 26. Bethea, deep three. Wouldn't go, and the rebound controlled by Missouri. The Tigers will push it ahead. Getting to the baseline, losing it, getting it back. They'll work it to the near wing, and Mack, he'll get into the paint, he'll slip, he'll get it blocked by Martin, but picked up and thrown down by Trent Burns. Final bucket of the game, final shot of the game as the final seconds tick off. And if you're ever going to play the song in league play, we're playing it now. .64, the Tide rolls to the 26-point win. More importantly, improving to 4-3 in the league. Alabama now sitting at 14-6 overall. The Tigers are 14-7. They have a 4-4 SEC mark. Roger Hoover, Bryan Passink, Tom Stipe will take you the rest of the way. Quickly, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. .90-64, your final. Bama a winner. Post game in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment and tried and true expertise. We'll help you call the right plays on your property, and we're always there when you need an assist. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators to agriculture equipment, we've got serious game. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through February 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
Nobody beats the Tide on the court, and nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Welcome to the Regions Postgame Show on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Get your University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today.
Roll Tide and welcome back to Coleman Coliseum as Alabama celebrates a 90-64 win over Missouri. Roger Hoover, glad to welcome you to the Regions Postgame Show. Put an extra Roll Tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, the official bank of the SEC. Bryan, Passink, a lot of smiles right now for the Crimson Tide. Kind of crowding around Latrell Wrightsell Jr. All smiles in his SEC Network interview. A lot to feel good about, especially with the play we saw from Wrightsell this evening.
Yeah, it's great to have Latrell back. He's missed a good bit of time this year and came back against Tennessee, played really well in the first half, played a complete game in this one. 21 points, knocked down 7 threes, 7 for 10 from the three-point line. Going back just a few days, Alabama only made 6 threes against Tennessee, and in this one, Bama makes 15 threes, 7 of those Latrell Wrightsell. He was really good, but Alabama's ball movement, unselfishness, finding open teammates was outstanding in this one against a good defensive team in Missouri. Alabama, as a team, had 19 assists on 26 made field goals. Did a great job of moving the ball and knocking down shots.
Wrightsell leads the way for the Crimson Tide in this ball game. 21 points. He is our Texaco star of the game. Unbeatable shots, unbeatable plays, and the unbeatable mileage with Texaco with Techron. Again, the final score, Alabama 90, Missouri 64. We're just getting going with the Regions Postgame Show. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barclaygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Crimson Tide fans, this season don't lose out on your home comfort. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this year with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide!
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business, and Roll Tide.
Couldn't get the jumper to go from 15, and the rebound's controlled by Bolowen. Hands it off to Holloway, who brings it front court. Aiden off the screen from Chuck. Throws the lob, and Bediako throws it home.
That was our assist of the game. It's presented by Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Spice up your favorite recipes with Baumhauer's famous signature sauces, including hot sauce, sweet Thai chili, white barbecue, and Jamaican jerk sauce. Baumhauer's legendary sauces are now available in grocery stores all throughout Alabama, or you can also order online at baumhauers.com. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, legendary fun, legendary food, and we had a lot of fun watching Charles Bediako perform once again for the Crimson Tide. He was part of that assist of the game.
Yeah, in Alabama, and Nate Oates goes with the Twin Towers for much of this game, or at least to start the game. The starting front court of Aiden Sherrill at 6'11", Charles Bediako at 7 feet tall, produced 30 points in this game. Both of those guys were outstanding, and because of the versatility and ability of Aiden Sherrill to stretch the defense, knock down shots, you could move Charles Bediako to the 5 and play both of those guys together, and they were really good, especially defensively against one of the best in the SEC, and Mark Mitchell. Mitchell had 31 points last year against Alabama in Columbia, just 11 in this game. I thought the interior defense for Alabama was really good here tonight.
That was our turning point of the game, brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore sctoyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. And Brian, next up for this basketball team, a trip to Gainesville to take on the defending national champion Florida Gators.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon game in Gainesville against one of the best teams, most talented teams in the country. And even though Florida has been up and down a little bit this year, I think they have the best front court in the country. Their guards are getting better, and that's not going to be an easy game. But Alabama, if they get hopefully healthier, and we would love to see Amari Allen, one of the best freshmen in the SEC, available in that one. We don't know his status, but Bama got a little healthier in this one with Aiden Holloway coming back and playing well, 8 assists in the game. Hopefully we'll see Amari Allen, if not Sunday, very soon. And if this Alabama team could get close to 100%, I think they have a chance to be one of the best teams in the SEC and compete for this championship, even though they've gotten off to not the start they wanted. 4-3 right now after this win. Not exactly where you want to be, but considering where they've been from a health standpoint, not a bad place to be. Hopefully Bama can continue to play well on the road in Gainesville.
Brian, safe travels. Roll Tide.
Looking forward to it. Roll Tide.
That's Brian Passink. I'm Roger Hoover. When we come back, Tom Stipe will take a look at our final scoreboard update of the night, presented by Alabama Power. Our final score this evening in Tuscaloosa, it's Alabama 90, Missouri 64. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.